It's been a miserable start to 2025 for many Americans, although some began feeling ill back in November.
The week before Thanksgiving, I started with a really sore throat. Haven't had that in a long time, and it was painful, but I thought it's a bad cold. Well, 7 weeks later, I was still unable to talk.
Pat Reynolds' coughing fits were that bad. As December wore on, her doctor's waiting room started filling up.
Many more of his patients were coming in with these long-term bronchial ailments and all sorts of, variations of that.
There's been no let-up in January.
Hard to say if we're at the early stages or the middle of it. It's the respiratory viruses are increasing.
Dr. Bob Belknap, the executive director of the Public Health Institute at Denver Health, says flu, RSV, whooping cough, and COVID-19 are all actively circulating through the population.
For many people, it's a mild illness, and for some, it can progress and develop a more severe lung infection.
Which is why hospitals have also been busy in the new year. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, the winter cold causes many people to congregate indoors in spaces where it's relatively easy for viruses to be transmitted. The majority of sufferers put their jobs and school on hold, minimize contact with others, drink plenty of liquids, and convalesce at home.
Luckily, I had that opportunity, but a lot of other people would not be able to take that time off, and I just feel for them because it was so miserable.
These viruses can be a serious matter, particularly for those who are immunocompromised.
Respiratory viruses kill thousands of people every year. Influenza alone in the U.S. kills tens of thousands of people every year. You're the best judge of yourself, and so if you aren't feeling comfortable being home or have uncertainty, you should go seek care.
It took a while for Pat.
Nothing has ever in my entire life lasted this long.
But 2 antibiotic drugs finally cleared the infection that developed in her lungs.
I had to be rid of it. I drank a lot of tea.
Hendrik, Sybrandy, CGTN, Denver.